everybody, my name is Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm so excited to share my top 5 favorite slice of life manga with you. This is going to be the first in a series of videos because I read and watch quite a lot of slice of life manga and anime. It is one of my favorite genres, and today I wanted to make it very special and share my very top 5 favorite manga. I'm starting with the best of the best. For anyone who isn't familiar with the genre, slice of life is typically slow to medium paced and is more character than plot driven. Slice of life isn't in a hurry to go anywhere. It takes its time highlighting the beauty in the everyday and the seemingly mundane. It reminds me of the phrase stop and smell the roses because slice of life prompts you to slow down, maybe even actually stop, and really take in your surroundings. It also focuses on relationships between family, found family, and friends, and how valuable these relationships are. Slice of life can be cozy, slice of life can be bleak, slice of life can be bittersweet, but either way, these are all of the things that have encompassed slice of life, at least in all of the manga and anime that I've seen. For this video, I have manga recommendations that are both sweet and bittersweet, and without further ado, let's jump into the first one. The first recommendation I have began as a standalone anime film, but has since inspired a standalone manga as well as a standalone novel, and that is 5 centimeters per second. This is the manga. This is the film, this is the novel, and the film is directed by the legendary Makoto Shinkai, who became famous for the film Your Name. I'm going to start talking about the film because in chronological order and in release order it just makes sense. The film follows our main protagonist Takaki Tono as well as 2 other protagonists, and it's split into 3 stories during Takaki Tono's teen and young adult years. The first story centers around Tono's relationship with his classmate Akari, his best friend who is very special to him, and the film as a whole is only a little over an hour, so I really can't say much more than that without spoiling the story. It's a romantic slice of life film with lyrical prose, gorgeous artwork, and an unconventional ending. While the film itself can stand on its own, and it even did for a while, the following manga and novel does expand the story and make the characters even more complex. For the order that you should consume them in, I would definitely recommend starting with the film, then going to the manga, then ending with the novel, and they all have the same name, 5 centimeters per second, although this one is called 5 centimeters per second, One More Side. The next manga that I have to recommend is actually a series, and that is My Brother's Husband by Gengoro Tagame, and this has now actually been adapted into a live action series. This series follows single father Yaichi and his daughter Kana, as well as Mike Flanagan, who is the husband of Yaichi's recently deceased brother. Mike Flanagan decides that he wants to get to know his Japanese family more, and so he stays with Yaichi and Kana for 3 weeks, and from there this series is a slice of life story about the 3 of them spending time together and creating a new family dynamic. Yaichi also begins to recognize and change his own internalized homophobia as he gets to know Mike more and care for him as his new brother-in-law. This series is so sweet and it made my heart very full. I love stories, especially in manga, where we just follow the characters doing daily activities together, enjoying their time together, and strengthening their bonds. When I got to the end of this story, I had tears in my eyes and all I wanted to do was read it all over again, and I almost did. I almost flipped to the beginning right there. I also made a full review video of this series which you can check out in the description below. Another slice of manga series that I love is Komi Can't Communicate by Tomohito Oda. This series follows a high schooler named Shoko Komi who struggles to communicate and has a really hard time speaking, but really wants to make 100 friends. This series is ongoing, and so far there are 18 volumes released in English. I've read up to volume 14, but I have the whole series on my shelf. I am taking my time with this series because I love it so much. Other than Komi's objective of wanting to make 100 friends and the potential of her having a romantic relationship with her best friend Tadano, there really is no plot to this series, which I love. You're just hanging out with this zany cast of characters, cheering on Komi as she makes progress with communication, and hoping that someday maybe she and Tadano will actually tell each other how they feel. There is also a Netflix anime adaptation of this, also called Komi Can't Communicate, and I think it did an excellent job of capturing the heart and the humor of this series, But if I were to recommend one or the other, I would go with the manga because I just think that the humor hits a bit better. Next up, if you are looking for a slice of life manga series where romance is a major theme, I recommend Sweat and Soap by Kintetsu Yamada. This is an adult romance series following two people who both work at the same soap and perfume company. We follow Asako, who is in the accounting department and is very self-conscious about how much she sweats, but she loves the perfumes and soaps that her company makes. And we also follow Kotaro, who is part of the product developing team, and he has a very strong nose. I will say that their first meeting is very weird and the first volume is very out there. I mean, the reason that they meet is because he smells her from across the room. But after that, it mellows out quite a bit. If you're looking for a slower paced romance story where healthy communication is a strong aspect of the relationship, this is it. It's an 11-volume manga series that just wrapped up recently. It's very sweet. The two characters are so caring and thoughtful toward one another, and I don't know about you, but I love a romance story where the main characters talk it out. And finally, I want to recommend the most joyful slice of life manga series that I have in this video, and that is Yotsuba by Kiyohiko Azuma. This adorable good vibes only series follows Yotsuba, a 5-year-old girl, and her everyday adventures with her dad. Like Komi Can't Communicate, this is also a great no plot vibes only stories where we just follow the characters doing everyday activities. For Yotsuba, this involves riding a bike for the first time or looking for the perfect rock at the beach. This is also an ongoing series currently at 15 volumes. If you need something to cheer you up or make you laugh, this is definitely my recommendation, and it's appropriate for all ages. And that wraps it up for now. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Slice of life is one of my favorite genres, and I couldn't start this series without recommending my top 5. In the comments, please let me know your favorite slice of life manga standalones or series. I'm always looking for new ones. And if you'd like to leave an emoji in the comments for fun or to support the channel, please leave your favorite flower emoji because, like I said, slice of life reminds me of the phrase, stop and smell the flowers. I'll see you all again soon with another video. Bye everybody!